My name is Darvelis Romero. I'm going to talk about custom valuation definition. Custom valuation is a custom procedure applied to determine the custom value of import goods if the rate of duty is a value. The custom value is essential to determine the duty to be paid on an import good. History of the custom valuation. Article 7 of the General Agreement on Tariff and Trade laid down the general principle for an international system valuation. It stipulated that the value for custom purpose of the import merchandise should be based on the actual value of the imported merchandise on which duty is assessed, or of like merchandise, and shouldn't by visit of the valued merchandise of national origin or of arbitrary of fictitious values. Basic principle is transaction value. The agreement stipulated that custom valuation charges in specified circumstances, be based on the actual price of the goods to be valued, which is generally shown on the invoice. This price plus adjustment percentage element listed in Article 8 equals the transaction value, which constitutes the first and most important methods of valuation referred in the agreement. Methods to determine the custom valuation. The methods of custom valuation in descending order of procedure are: number 1 is transaction value, number 2 is transaction value of identical goods, the number 3 is transaction value of similar goods, number 4 is deductive method, number 5 is computer methods, and number 6 is fallback method. Method number 1, transaction value. Transaction value is importers for export. You should use this method when determining the value for duty on the price paid or payable for imported of goods, with consideration to certain adjustment. For example, is when selling goods for export to Canada to purchase in Canada. Method number 2 is transaction value of identical goods. When you cannot use transaction value, use most established values for duty of identical goods. Identical goods are considered the same in all respects as the goods being appraised. Method number 3 is transaction value of similar goods. When you cannot use transaction and identical goods, you use most uses and established values for duty of similar goods. Method number 4 is deductive method. The basis of the method is on the imported most common selling price per unit of the goods sold to customer. My name is Darvelis Romero. I'm going to talk about custom valuation definition. Custom valuation is a custom procedure applied to determine the custom value of import goods if the rate of duty is a value. The custom value is essential to determine the duty to be paid on an import good. In conclusion, the correct valuation of merchandise is crucial because it will determine the amount of duty to be paid if import and export merchandise is found to be undervalued. The custom valuation are important to me because through it we know the cost for export and import that must be paid for the goods subject to it.